Usually it's easier than this. Hi there, I'm with Mike Black. I say Mike because he doesn't call him Mick. And Mike is like a microphone, like just like this. Now we'll remember forever your name.
That's right, yes.
Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Mike Black. I'm a creative technologist. What that means is I use technology in creative ways. So I'm kind of like a commercial maker.
Pretty much what he does is one of his favorite projects, and one of my favorite projects is that he's got an excavator, like a real excavator, and kids control it, so it looks like they're playing with their arms. So whatever arm movement they have, the excavator arm does this as well.
That's right, yeah. So it's a 33-ton Hitachi excavator. We set it up in a airport in Mackay at a big event to promote mechatronics. And yeah, kids just did this, and the excavator mimicked their every movement wirelessly.
That's amazing because he pretty much combined using technology in a creative manner, and that's what you do. But you do other exciting projects as well.
Yeah, so one of the things I really, really love working with is brain-computer interfaces. So stuff where, like to me as a UX guy, it's like the final frontier is the UX of your own mind. So
UX of your own mind, that's mind-blowing.
It's like you think of like mindfulness and things like that, and let's gamify that and make it competitive or collaborative and stuff you can do with groups, make it more accessible so that people can have control over their mental state in their everyday life.
That's amazing, because I do notice a growing sector of us, about mindfulness and health is a growing tech sector. And
Absolutely.
then you're tapping into that, but more than that, I also think that you're like an awesome dad. Like you say, you love working with kids. Because they're the future in many ways, right?
Oh, well, look, I think kids don't realize how it's not going to work yet, so they're willing to give it a try. And I think that's my favorite thing about working with kids, is that they just don't have all those barriers that adults put in place. And they also don't have that tall poppy syndrome that starts doubting other people when things actually go well. They're like, oh, they just must have rich parents or something like that. Kids don't even have that consideration. They're just like, God, that's cool, let's do that.
When did you know that you're going to be did you drop out of school, or did you go to finish school and then you was like, I'm going to be a creative technologist?
Oh, no, I'm not that planned and organized. So I just followed the fun. I'm like a 33-year-old Peter Pan, and my entire working career has been following the fun and exploring what is shiny and exciting on the other side. So I just somehow managed to make that commercially viable.
How did you do that?
So
that's a secret, though.
No, it's not. I want that to be available to everybody. I would love the maker movement to be something that isn't just for art projects and little things that people do, like a stool or something like that on the side.
It is a viable pathway.
Good.
It's being a creative, being a tech. It doesn't matter if you combine the two. It's a viable pathway to say, hey, you don't need to go to a 9-to-5 job. There are a lot of resources and opportunities for you to be an entrepreneur or startup.
Well, I think the other part of it as well is you've got to consider. Look at where software was, say, maybe 15 years ago. It was okay to be functional but ugly. And we saw that change now where we've actually got user experience people, like armies of user experience people, just around trying to make it a great experience for people. So that's starting to happen with hardware now. I mean, if you look at the Fitbit and compare that to an echocardiograph like that you would wear in a medical environment like 20 years ago, there's a very big difference. I mean, there's a different use case, but it's making it more accessible, it's making it more friendly, making it something that somebody would actually identify with and enjoy the experience of using.
Do you like I thought that was lacking that Australia doesn't have focus or resources or even the network to focus on robotics and all hardware. And I'm glad that you're pushing and saying, no, you can be in Australia and you can do robotics.
Well, yeah, look, it's a very small blue dot in a very large cosmos, so we're really not that far away from everybody else. And I think what we do have as a really good advantage is we've got the opportunity to come up with creative ideas. And so if you're in the land of plenty, and you consider that you could just go out there and just buy anything you wanted off the shelf, you're less likely to explore what it would be to create something. And that's why I think farmers and people who live on the land, or people who live in other sort of environments such as in South America and stuff like that, where they have to make it, they can't just buy it. I think they're the people that are going to create the next amazing things.
Wow, let's leave it at one final question. It's going to be super serious. Okay. Are you ready? Ready? What's your favorite beach?
A favorite beach? Ooh. I'd have to say Noosa Beach.
Oh, that's an amazing beach.
It is beautiful. There's a gorgeous little walk. You go out and it's just out onto the rocks there. I really like that space.
All right, thank you so much. And I'll go drop his link so you could connect and see more of his stuff. Thank you for the conversation. Can I have a high five? Thank you.